So why is family mediation so important?
Well, that's a big question. We could take an hour to answer that, but I suppose it's important to focus on a few key areas of what it is and why family mediation is important. The first of these is that actually family mediation is where a lot of mediation is happening in the world at the moment. For most people, when they hear the word mediation, certainly in Ireland, they're immediately associated with divorce and with separation. For the man on the street, mediation often tends to happen in the context of family breakdown. So there is a lot of family mediation going on in most jurisdictions across the world. It's more important than that, though. It is also that, families are still at the very heart of our society and form the fabric of society. So when that heart of society is challenged by conflict, it impacts on everyone. When families manage conflict badly or are damaged by conflict, it has a sort of a ripple effect across the family system in a greater sense, and even across society. So finding new ways and better ways of managing conflict that arises in families from the breakdown of interpersonal relationships is hugely important for the well-being of everyone in society. One small example of that, for example, is where a couple might decide to separate. And even if, they manage the terms of the separation reasonably well, you could have a situation where a set of grandparents has suddenly lost access to their grandchildren or has lost the relationship with their grandchildren. So the ripple effects of relationship breakdown are really significant and really wide-ranging. So that's why it's so important to have a different way of approaching conflict. Traditionally, the way family conflict is managed is through the courts. And I know certainly in common law countries like the United Kingdom and Ireland, the courts are adversarial by nature, so are uniquely unsuited to managing conflict in that they position one party against each other and so contribute to the breakdown of those family relationships.